Hi, this is Jason from the Well, continuing our series of Holy Week devotionals with Maundy Thursday. It was the great contemporary singer-songwriter Rich Mullins who wrote and sang, "If I were a painter, I do not know which I'd paint, the calling of the ancient stars or the assembling of the saints." We're all the way up to Maundy Thursday of Holy Week, and its beautiful picture through communion, the Last Supper, the last teaching of who we are to be as a community. Today, when we take communion, we remember not just what Christ has done for us, but also the pattern and practice he has chosen for his community of faith. He builds it on the most sacred and ancient tradition of the Jewish people, and then he adds a few elements for that Last Supper that turn it upside down and ultimately reveal who we are to be as the church. First, that Thursday night, he throws everyone off balance by insisting on washing their feet, a job reserved for the lowest ranking servant in the house, thereby setting the standard of service and humility as the hallmarks of his kingdom and church. He also makes them distinctly uncomfortable by that and in his teaching. He didn't bring them together just to make them feel good. Then he gives the first bread to Judas, a tradition reserved for an honored guest, thereby setting his standard of grace and non-judgmentalism for his house and practice for all time. If the betrayer can be a guest of the house, who can't be? He teaches throughout the meal and certainly afterwards, placing the necessity of making and developing disciples an important part of the fellowship. Oh, yeah. And then there's that whole uncomfortable thing with the bread and wine representing his coming sacrifice and telling them to eat and drink his body and blood. But this too is a picture of the centrality to the church of the redemptive mission and the elevation of Christ through his death, so that all people would be drawn to him within his community of faith, his body. This is why Paul tells us to recognize the body of Christ in the host, not just the simple metaphor, but the complex, deeper understanding of Christ's body as the community of the church. The part of our faith walk represented on Maundy Thursday is simply our call to be unified with Christ and his church. God bless. See you tomorrow.